Fala galera, beleza? Murilo aqui. No vídeo de hoje vocês vão ter acesso a um conteúdo muito especial. Se você é árabe, fala árabe, ou é da comunidade libanesa, fica comigo porque esse conteúdo vai ser muito especial para vocês em particular. Foi um conteúdo que eu gravei lá em Dubai com o Joseph, um dos diretores da TIC. O Joseph é um trader, cara, muito fera. Ele participa aí de vários programas de televisão, CNN, enfim, ele tá sempre na TV, nos Emirados Árabes, comentando sobre o mercado. E eu consegui organizar um podcast com o Joseph e com o Bruno, que é um dos diretores da TIC. Também estava comigo lá em Dubai para a gente participar da Forex Expo Dubai. Inclusive a TIC tinha um grande stand lá no evento e foi muito legal, cara. O podcast ficou muito legal, por quê? Porque a gente falou muito sobre o mercado, sobre os comportamentos dos traders, sobre o ouro, né? O ouro teve uma tendência de alta aí bastante longa ao longo dos últimos anos e entre outras questões como gestão de risco, estilo operacional. Foi uma conversa muito legal e eu espero que vocês gostem. Então, assista na íntegra, deixe seus comentários, fala para mim o que você achou e quem sabe em breve a gente não grava outro podcast aí em outro lugar do mundo, tá bem? Então é isso, um abraço, curtam o vídeo, tchau! Fala pessoal, beleza? Murilo aqui. No vídeo de hoje vai ser um papo diferente. Eu tô com o Joseph, diretor da TIC nos Emirados Árabes em Dubai. A gente está em Dubai, eu e o Bruno. O Bruno que é, como vocês sabem, diretor da TIC também. E a gente tem feito vários conteúdos para o canal para falar um pouco sobre o mercado, sobre a TIC, sobre todas as perspectivas, não só para o ambiente das corretoras, mas para tudo que a gente vive, né, no mundo do trade. Então a gente já fez um podcast como esse com o fundador da TIC, o William, e agora a gente vai falar com o Joseph, que é o diretor-geral aqui do Oriente Médio. Vamos fazer em inglês para o Joseph poder responder. But first of all, Joseph, I was doing like a small introduction about yourself, but I would ask you to make some introduction in Arabic as well, because we have a really big community in Brazil, from Lebanon and from all the countries.
Good, that's great. Actually, I wish I can talk Portuguese. Like I heard Dubai and my name.
Very soon.
So welcome to Dubai, guys. My name is Joseph Darieh. So اسمي جوزيف داريه، بشتغل مع تكمل لآخر 8 سنوات، وأنا المدير الإقليمي للمنطقة العربية في طبعا ومسؤول عن الشرق الأوسط في شركة تكمل، ومتداول أيضا أو تريدر من أكثر من 14 عام. So you want me as well to introduce myself in English?
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah.
Like we're talking 5 languages here. So my name is Joseph Darieh. I'm the managing director for Tikmil MENA region. I am actually based in Dubai. In addition to that, I'm a trader since more than 12 years ago. Like
wow.
12 plus years, yeah, actually. Nice. Since 2008. It's crazy how time flies, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And how was the trading at that time? Very electronic, it was offline, online, how was it?
I used to like do the trades over the call.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I heard like a lot of traders previously, they used to do the pager thing. Yeah, it was not like available 2008, 2009. So basically, I was like doing my calls over the call, so you will not get the best entry ever.
Okay.
So you look at the prices on the screen, you want to buy and remember like 2008, the crisis, the volatility was crazy. You want to buy this price, you hold the phone, you do the call, and then you need to say your account number, your name, just for the dealing to make sure that it's you.
Okay.
And then when they execute, it's a different pricing.
And here we are with Bruno as well. Like Bruno is also like, do you want to make an introduction? You need to do it. Like,
I think that after some podcasts and some episodes, everybody knows me. But okay, if you're new to the channel, I'm Bruno. I work for the financial industry for the last maybe 18 years. And I'm here in Dubai with Murilo now. Last time we were in Portugal. And we had a very interesting moment. And I deal with all the Portuguese region. So every country who speaks Portuguese and wants to trade with Tikmil, I take care of the operations.
And also a former trader nowadays doesn't trade anymore that much. And so Joseph, first of all, really thanks for like inviting us here. Dubai, it's a really nice place, and it's really nice to see how the Forex market here, it's just growing, and like we were in the Forex Expo, and the market's really evolving like you explained to me before, and the things are just getting done, and like maybe in few years we're gonna see Dubai as the main place that receives all the brokers outside from Europe. And what do you think about this change? You told me that you are a trader since 2008. I trade in the markets such a long time as well. So what do you think that's the biggest change since 2008 to now in Dubai, in this area, and in the assets that you trade more here and you see the clients trading more here? What do you think is the biggest change?
Yeah, very interesting question, Murillo. So basically, when it comes to the MENA region or Dubai specifically, like as you know, that they are attracting all the huge companies here, and while attracting all the huge companies here, and they are basing like headquarters in this city, modernized city, definitely it will attract like the employees, and they are highly paid here in Dubai. Like the salaries are almost crazy. So basically, they have the liquid to trade, and they have the liquidity to invest always. So they are looking for investments. So the mentality here in Dubai, it's more of a business-oriented place. So when you live here, I don't know, it's not like Brazil or Lebanon, like come, let's have a coffee together and casual talk. It's always you're selling business. It's always you're talking business with
So it's
people
money-oriented.
Money-oriented.
Okay.
So basically, the second part of your question, like the capital markets has changed a lot since 2008. Many old traders, they think that the opportunities are still easy to grab in the capital markets. But if we all know that 2008, 2010, 12, when you see a trend in the market, you can ride the trend, and it's easier to make money. Not easy, but like easier than now. The volatility and the sideways movements are getting harder and harder, but there's always opportunities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and in your opinion, like here, what is the most traded asset in Tickmill in this area, or like do you think in all brokers, but you mainly know about Tickmill? So what are the most traded assets?
So definitely, like the sentiment here, especially in the Arab region, the sentiment always goes to oil and gold.
Okay.
For the commodities.
Okay.
So basically, we are living in a country that produces oil. All right, obviously. And for the Arab region, we always consider gold to be as the safe place to go. You know, like we need to own gold. Whenever we have spare money, we need to buy some gold. Okay. So my grandfather used to say, like, gold will never be sand.
Okay.
So it's a saying in Arabic.
Okay.
الذهب ما بصير تراب. So it's always it has value. It contains value.
Gold is gold.
Yes, gold is gold.
Okay.
So yeah, we have sentiment.
And like when we interviewed Indimar, we were talking about the markets and how I trade the markets and how he traded. And like Bruno was sharing his opinions about how the trades in Brazil mainly, they lose a lot of money going against the trend. And here you can like you shared with me that you have a different perspective and probably a different mindset, because most probably people are not shorting gold even in this crazy uptrend that we had like in these last 24 months. So here, what do you think, like probably you have the numbers of the clients as well, so you can see a picture. What do you think that is the most common error, like what their biggest mistake trading, like the clients that you see losing money? Because this was a question that I made to Idemar. What the trader that does a lot of money, what is his kind of strategy? What is the biggest thing, that the best thing that he does, and what is the worst thing, the thing that's most common in the trades that lose money, what they do most of the time? And he just provided me his experience in terms of whole Tickmill, and I want to know your opinion about that as well.
So this is like a loaded question, very interesting question. Like, for example, if I ask you, Murillo, like this microphone, all right? The average price of this microphone is like always $5. All right. So if you're walking in the street and you'll see this microphone at a shop selling at $2, you will say like, wow, this is a cheap price. I need to buy that. Correct. Okay. So they're always in the assets or the products in the capital markets. We all agree that there is an average price, and we all agree that sometimes one of the assets goes to an undervalued price.
Okay.
Correct. And some of the times
Supply
they go
demand
Yeah.
equilibrium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Of course.
go against that.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like when you see something cheap, we all agree. Like when you see, for example, euro averaging around 120, 115, and when you see it 0.95, it's cheap.
Okay.
So this is some kind of trading, one strategy. So you're an investor, you always look to buy cheap stuff, you will do money. This is one way to reduce your risk. And the other strategy, or the traders that are doing intraday trades, they need to understand the language of the market. I cannot understand Portuguese. So not everyone can understand the language of the market. So you need to have a solid or a base, some kind, to check for opportunities. And always traders seek the advanced hard way. So when a new guy or person enters the capital market, he's trying to look for a advanced strategy because he thinks that the advanced strategies will make money. But sometimes the simple charting, the candlesticks, gives you some signal. If you look at gold, the bars will show you that this is an uptrend.
Okay.
So if you're shorting the market, you're doing something
crazy. But you know what I feel when I see clients, for example, that lose money. Okay, we see a lot of people losing money. Okay, sometimes I see that they have looks like they have the same profile. It's people trying to invest a small amount of money and trying to make big profits in short term. And this is something that I see that it's not sustainable in the long term. You know, I don't know if you see the same thing here, because I see a lot of clients like, look, I will try to deposit $200, $300, and I'm not judging here, okay? I'm not saying it's right or wrong, because people are free to do whatever they want. But this short-term thinking, sometimes I don't feel very comfortable with that, because it's like you said, okay, the price is undervalued, so I will buy that, and I have to wait. Okay, I have to wait. I don't know how long I have to wait. Maybe 1 month, maybe 2 months, maybe 1 year to get a good price to sell this microphone for $2. Okay, and I really believe that mainly new traders, they are always expecting for a big shot. You know, so I will do this and I will make this money this week, and it's good to me, and I don't feel comfortable.
This is the market's dream. This is the trader's dream. But you know, it fades away with time.
Okay.
So you will understand with time that you cannot hit one trade and take $1 million and leave the market.
This is a good point. Like, what do you think that in terms of advantages you see in this area, in the mindset of the Arabic, because we know that you are really good trading. Like you, like in Brazil, everybody says that, like the most, the biggest companies, commercial companies, most of them are just run by Lebanese and like, because you have this tradition.
Lebanese.
And trading is not more than buy ship, buy ship and sell high, like buy ship and sell expensive. So do you think that here in the area of Dubai and everything, do you think that you have some advantages in terms of results that you see? Because you can see in the broker, like the results of the traders. Do you think that these mindsets translate to the real life in trading? Do you feel that, or?
This is an interesting question, to be honest, Murilo. But like, I do think that the Arab mentality in general, they are aggressive in a sense that they always go after the opportunity. So when they are sitting on the chart, for example, in real life or on the chart, when they see an opportunity, even small pips, they want to grab that. So they are always
anxious
to take every opportunity that passes, you know. We have this mentality. So maybe in different regions, if you tell me like, you need to work, do this, do that, and then you will benefit this much, maybe you say, no, it's not enough. For us, it's always enough. We always go the extra mile to do even small money.
The effort and result relation, do you think that sometimes doesn't fit well for the mentality that we do need to have in the market? Because in the market, as you are telling me, like, we need to go in the easiest in the easiest maybe timing to get some money from the market with the biggest return and the smallest risk that you can find. Like it's mathematically like you need high returns, low risk, and that's how you do money. So do you think that sometimes this risk management relation doesn't work properly because they are just looking after any kind of opportunity and this reduce like the return result relation?
The result is actually the risk management. So like don't you think that sometimes in life there's rules that are not actually like given rules? So you agree with me that there is plenty of successful strategies in the market, correct?
Okay.
And not all of them are 100% good, but they are succeeding, correct?
Yeah.
So maybe one trader is doing the risk management, 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, he's doing good long term, and the other guy is finding small pips without stop losses, but like he has his own strategy. Yeah. So to be honest, from my perspective, I think whatever you are doing, if it's successful, keep doing it. Like Bruno mentioned something good, the aggressiveness sometimes in trades, for example, small amounts and they are willing to make a lot of money, correct? For me, when I deposit initial capital, I trade very carefully.
Okay.
When I make small amount of profits, I withdraw my capital and I go very aggressive in the profits.
Okay.
But like very aggressive, I wait for the good trade to show up. And from the profit, it's exponential.
Okay.
You feel more comfortable. You're trading profits.
Okay.
And then when the amount is bigger, you feel much more comfortable. So you'll be more aggressive and you will be more confident. Okay. And that's the way I use it. However, when I deposit from my own money, maybe I wait like for a week or 2 for the correct trade.
Yeah.
Even if I have money in the account.
You know, it's interesting what you're saying, because I remember that when we were talking to Idimar, one of the questions was who you are in the market. Because each person, they are different. They have different risk tolerance. So this is a good point, because, and I was talking to Murilo before we start, each client is different, you know. Some clients, they are very, very, very tolerant to risk. They see big drawdowns, they don't care. Just, okay, if I need to deposit more money, I even deposit more money to keep my positions opened. And another clients, they are like very, very, very conservative, and they cannot see any big drawdown, or even 5-10% drawdown. They can't see that they get a very angry or furious. I don't know the right word. But in the end, I think that you have to know who you are. If you know who you are, maybe you can develop a good strategy for you. Because something, for example, you are doing and it's working for you, maybe it will not work for me.
Never work. Like I talk with a lot of people. I just teach people, and I'm like forever talking about marketing on YouTube and everything. So I just realized one thing, that doesn't matter your strategy, but if you don't have a proper risk management and a proper journaling, you won't succeed. And I really like, there is a phrase of Charlie Munger, do you know, the partner of Warren Buffett, and few times he already repeated this, that when you want to solve a problem, the best solution and the best way to find the solution actually is you to go there and check it out. What is the easiest way that I just made everything wrong? So imagine he had a task of making the pilots in the Second World War in Vietnam survival from the bases to come back to the where they need to be. So what he think? Okay, how is the easiest way to kill all these guys? It's strange, but you're gonna understand.
So the best strategy to fail.
Okay.
Like
the easiest way.
What I have to do to fail.
The fastest
way.
Yeah.
So the fastest way, you don't have gasoline in the airplanes in the air, because so he started to do, since this problem, what are the other problems that can surge and the other alternatives, and doing this you're gonna find out the solution. It's
Okay.
super nice way of thinking. And if you apply this to the financial market and to your strategy, you just go there and say, hey, how is the easiest way? What is the most easy way to just bankrupt, to lose all my money in one day? I can tell you, just put a lot of leverage in a super volatility market and open a really high stake position. You're gonna lose it super fast. So,
Nice, eh?
so what is your beginning point? The first step. Don't take too much risk. This is the first step that you need. Like doesn't matter what's your strategy.
Really?
First step doesn't make too much. Like don't take like high stakes. No, go slow.
100%. But like it's very interesting, like what you said.
But it's not my theory. It's Charlie
Even
Munger.
though,
The guy is
even
billionaire.
though.
So it's
But like it's
good.
first time I hear it. It's very interesting. But like, do you think if I give you an account now
Uh-huh.
and I tell you, Bruno Murillo, lose the account, but you cannot open like high lots and lose it
Uh-huh.
like, but lose the account.
Mm-hmm.
Can you lose it?
Yeah.
You think you can lose the account?
Yeah.
I bet you cannot lose the account. Because if you lose the account, Murillo, then you can win. If you can lose,
But
you can win.
Do you know what would be my answer? Like if you just check and I will provide you a example, a real example that's happening right now. China, they are 35% gains, like in the Hang Seng, the HK50 that a lot of people trade in Brazil because of the timing, the
time zone.
the time zone.
Yeah.
And so it's a super uptrend since the guys just start to tell the world that, okay, we will not bankrupt the country. And so let's try to do something. And we are 2 months, like 35% since the 5-year low in the index. So right now, today is Wednesday, Monday, we have a 10% fall in the Chinese market. It's super easy you to bankrupt, like you just fail and lose all your money. Just short the market right now, because after a so long uptrend and a correction of 10%, I am 100% sure that if you just short the market in an uptrend, you're gonna lose everything, because it's a matter of time. Like it's the same thing of
This
gold.
is correct. But like Bruno,
But there
do
is
you see where I'm coming from?
Yes, but there is something, Murillo.
For example, FX, euro dollar.
Okay.
Trade the euro dollar now, lose the account. It's $1,000 account.
Uh-huh.
Lose it.
But the point...
You want to choose the direction.
Yes, but look, there is something interesting on what you both said. Because when you said, okay, it's very easy to lose money, I was thinking about, and what you're talking about, maybe you guys, you see the market every day. Every day you look the market, and maybe you don't trade every day, but you look to that every day. When it comes to clients, and I'm talking to them, most of them don't know that the Hang Seng had this uptrend.
Okay.
You
sure.
know?
Yeah.
So when you say the most of them, for example, I'm in some WhatsApp groups in Brazil where people are trading, okay? Clients from that you trade with Stickmill and with the competitors as well. So when the gold reached all-time high last week, a lot of people was, it's time to go short. It's time to go short. It's time to go short. And I just asked then, why do you think it's you have to short the market? And they said, because it reached all-time high. So, it's not simple as that, because it was reaching all-time high
Since
every week almost. So people sometimes, they just think that it went very high and now they have to short. Yeah. So when you ask, okay, can you blow an account right now? In my mind, it comes when you trade on demo account. When you trade in demo account, you just don't care. Okay? You can do what
you always win.
And yes, and there are a lot of people that make money on the demo account, and when they go to the
because the fear factor is not there.
So my question here, I believe I go 2 steps back, and you ask me, can you just lose money now, and maybe trying to lose money, I will make money. Maybe
I'm telling you, you will.
You know,
I tried this strategy.
but because
I tried it, Murillo. I opened an account.
I'm not trading every time, and so I don't know. Look, to be honest, Murillo sent me a screenshot of the Hang Seng going down 10%. And I told him, let me see what happened.
I didn't even know. He told me.
Let me see what happened. So in my mind, I was thinking almost of the traders, I had no idea what was happening. So at that time, sometimes we have to think about a new client, a new trader, because it's very easy to you that you are trading for the last 15 years to see the market and understand that.
And there is one other thing then before I just make you I have some other questions about this for you as well, that I realized when I was telling you. There are two things. Like first, I talk a lot about that in my Portuguese videos, that people, they drink in a small cup, and like when they win, and when they lose in a really big standard. So this is really usually we have a lot like of this happening. And when Nilimar told me the statistics, is just incredible. 70% of the clients worldwide on Tickmill, they are right on each trade that they do. 70% of win rate, but 70% as well. It's between 60 and 70. But let's say 70% of them lose money. So this is the statistic. 70% of the trades that the people do is a win trade.
Are profitable.
Thank you. And 70% and lose money. In your strategy, what do you do for avoiding this? Because I know that you are profitable. So how exactly do you trade to avoid this, and how you reach different asset class and all this?
So basically, the first part of your question is that people always lose more and win less. What I do is, because like I implement Elliott waves theory with Fibonacci, all right?
Elliott waves, okay.
Yeah, so I only work for the past 6 years. I only analyze the chart by using Elliott waves. And previously, I used to be only focusing on technicals. Okay. Nowadays, like for the past 2-3 years, I'm following up with fundamentals, news, and apparently they complete each other.
Okay, yeah.
I was the one like previously to say, no, only technicals, I'm against fundamentals, blah, blah. No, they complete each other like 100%, and I have proof. So what I do is, with Elliott waves, I have in mind always invalidation level. So basically in Elliott waves, for example, if wave 1 reached to this level, all right, and the chart is trading wave 3, 4, 5, I don't know. So if a retracement happened, it should not break the top of wave 1. For example, I'm just giving you an example. If it breaks, my psychology will become literally zero affected by the price. I will close the trade on a loss.
Okay.
Unlike the non-professional traders who will wait for the price to bounce back, to bounce back, to bounce back, and it never does. He loses a huge amount of money. So for me, I have this invalidation level. I am very firm. When this cross this number, I will close directly. Do
you change the stop levels, the stop loss levels?
100% no, because Elliott waves, there's no kidding. Okay. There's Fibonacci levels, this level, top of wave 1, retracement to a certain level, invalidation. 100%. If it breaks, the whole count is different. Okay. So I'm wrong. There's no emotions. Close.
E aí, tá gostando do conteúdo? Só para lembrar que aqui na descrição do vídeo você tem vários links importantes. O link para se cadastrar na Tickmill, inclusive todos os clientes que se cadastram e fazem um depósito através do nosso link, eles têm acesso a um grupo exclusivo onde eu compartilho todas as minhas operações. Esse grupo tem trazido resultados extraordinários. Você já deve ter visto eu falando aí sobre as operações que eu mando lá nesse grupo, porque são as operações que eu tô fazendo. Então, os resultados têm sido muito legais. E fora isso, você tem desconto de corretagem, você tem acesso aos nossos cursos exclusivos. Também aqui na descrição você encontra, entre outros links importantes, tá bom? Então continua aí no vídeo porque eu tenho certeza que você vai gostar.
And why do you think people don't want to say that they are wrong? Because this is something...
they know they are wrong. If you ask them, they will tell you, oh my God, look what a position, it's wrong. But I cannot afford to lose this money. He's always looking at the number, and psychologically he don't want to lose this number. He's attached to it. The second part of your question is as well very important, because if I ask you, Murillo, like, at what price would you like to buy this microphone? You always tell me the cheapest price. At what price would you like to sell this microphone? the highest price. So basically, as a human psychology, we always like to buy things cheap. So when I see gold at $1,800 yesterday, and now it's 1,860, psychologically speaking, I prefer to buy it at the price I saw yesterday. So I'm not very much encouraged to buy at a higher price. All right? We're talking here about non-professional traders. They always try to wait for a good entry price.
Bounce back, yeah.
There's 3 types of traders. This non-professional traders who don't ride the trend. The other traders who trade seasonally. My father, for example, he's passing, walking at our home, looking at Bloomberg TV. Oh, gold is 1860, cheap. It was 2000 2-3 weeks ago. Let's buy it. So he don't care if it was 1800 2 days ago. 1860 is cheap price. So he buys it. And he always wait for psychological level. 2600, 700, no, 3000. So always they have this psychological level to close at. Those traders are successful, by the way.
I agree with you.
They just buy euro, Aussie dollar 0.55. Oh my God, it was 0.80 like 3-4 months ago. It's good price. They just buy, they just win. The professional traders, Elliott waves traders, such as myself, I buy the retracements, but not all the retracements. The retracements that gives me a clear corrective cycle, which I see in my eye, that contains a certain pattern. I don't want to make it hard for the watchers, but a corrective wave is not like this. It's always A, B, C, W, X, and then Y. So there's a type of a correction I see.
But
this
Joseph,
pattern.
it's very hard for me to understand. Sorry guys, because you're professional traders and I am not. Okay, look, the first thing, what's cheap and what's expensive when it comes to gold or euro dollar, for example? Because I can understand, for example, what's cheap or what's expensive for a share, for I don't know, for Apple, because I have some idea about valuation. I can understand that. Okay, so I can do cash flow, understand, and it's not that. Okay, but when it comes to gold or when it comes to euro dollar, for me it's very, very hard. The first thing, and the second question to you all, to you both, it's how long did you take to get the clear picture? Because Joseph say, okay, I see the clear picture and I can enter the. Because for me it's very hard to see the clear picture. There is a lot of noise for me.
Yeah, this is a good question. If I could answer you, I could split into first of all fundamentals, as Joseph just started to explain, are one of the worst nightmares of a trader beginner, because he doesn't not understand, and is one of the most important things. So you need to understand in terms of gold, who are the producers? They are shorting or they are long or short, they are hedging or not. The oil, the same. Who are the geopolitical? In terms of Forex, what are the interest rates? What are the perspectives? What's the difference? I never see anybody just to check the difference between the rates, the not professional traders checking the difference between rates from euro to dollar. And this is the first line that I have in my trading view. What is the difference between 10-year bond and 10 in dollar, the T bonds and the euro bonds? I need to understand how the market is putting in perspective the difference, because there is the geopolitical, there is the perspectives in economics, but the market is just checking if there is or not a carry trade in terms of dollar yen. How could you short that? You have a negative interest rate in one place and 5% interest rate in the other place. You can never short that, because you don't know like the free money it's endless. Like
there's
you
no
know, it's
free money.
Yeah, like
There's no more free money.
the guys are just getting like negative rates in Japan and bringing it to
Arbitrage
the US.
opportunity.
Like it's super.
Yeah, but the
and
traders
this-
don't look that because it takes time to
But
understand.
this is I'm talking about like super fundamental for swing trade. Okay, but like Joseph told us, like when the dollar in euro was in the euro dollar was 0.95, you could check that there was so much volume being buy between 1.05 and 1.01 that when the market reached the 1 per 1, the institutional even got out of the market. The guy's just like, okay, just do whatever you want. This is the
This
wrong
is my-
price.
this is my
the
price,
wrong
yeah.
price.
But
I
like-
will not make part of this.
Bruno, here I can answer your question like in a very advanced way and in a very simple way. Like for the simple traders, they can use the moving average. Like 200-day moving average show you if the price is really undervalued or not. For the
Okay.
past 200 days, the average price can be seen. And if you follow up with the markets on a daily basis, you can know if the price of gold is cheap or not.
Okay.
Like,
so basically, you have to see the market
of course,
every day.
but like from a fundamental advanced view,
Uh-huh.
definitely there is many. Like for example, let me tell you this story. All right, I've did the research on gold.
Okay.
Like really research on gold when I first started to see inflation going up. So basically, when inflation goes up, always traders tend to buy gold. They
Okay.
run and buy gold. They think
It's a protection
if
against
it's a
the-
protection.
Okay.
Inflation goes up, then gold will definitely goes up. Huh? So basically, it's actually not true. And if you see the performance of gold when the inflation rose up, actually we hit a new low, which is 1600
Okay.
before the uptrend started. So 1975 there was like high inflationary period. 1982 high inflationary period. So I go back in history, gather all the data. During that high inflationary period, the real estate was doing good. The gold, out of 3 times the inflation was high, gold yielded negative. That means went down 2 out of 3.
Okay.
That means what I know, what all the people know, high inflation, higher prices, it's incorrect. And then you understand that you need to dig more. And then you know that higher inflation, higher interest rate prices, higher interest rate prices in a way, higher, stronger currency, stronger US dollar, higher yields, correct? Lower bonds, lower gold.
Okay.
And this is what happened.
Okay.
Gold prices was 1830. When the Fed started raising rates, gold went down to 1600s. And the street talk, yeah, they are taking our money before gold go up.
Yeah.
But like actually what happened is there's pressure from the yields
Okay.
and from the bond market on the gold
Yeah,
prices.
It's alternative. Like if you have some bond that pay you like 3%
Yeah.
yearly.
Why you're going to
yeah,
take risk?
And
Yeah.
yeah, I think that there are like a lot of things to do like with the fundamentals that people just forget it. But when we are trying to make money like speculative in short term, we have few other things as well, like risk management. You use Elliott waves. And which time frames do you mainly trade, or like do you prefer, or do you have any kind of swing trade or day trading style? What do you think about?
4 hours daily, always. My analysis, always 4 hours daily. Never, ever, I checked the weekly chart or the 1 hour chart.
Okay.
Never, ever. 4 hours daily. I do my analysis. Even if I want to go out from the trade like after 30 minutes, I don't mind. But my analysis is 4 hours daily. The direction I take is the bigger direction. So in case the market went against me a little bit, I know that on a bigger frame it's going
Okay.
to work in my direction.
Usually you wait for the third wave, or you just no?
You can never ride the third wave. I wish. I wish. Like I always wait. This is a very good question. In Elliott waves, you have 5 waves up, correct? And the third wave is the longest, strongest wave that all people start to short because
Okay.
it's all-time high. So for me, I prefer to see 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe enter the fifth wave just to be sure that it is clear.
Because it can be the same size of the third wave as well.
Exactly.
Right?
And even if, like for the correction, Bruno, there is ABC, 3 waves down. Sometimes I wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and then enter the C wave. So I make sure that it's very clear for me.
Okay.
Because and
so you see the figure.
This is really nice to understand, because even if you don't use Elliott wave, imagine that you have a market that's in a super uptrend. Okay, so after a short, like sometime in a downtrend, a correction, or call whatever you want, don't you think that there is a lot of people that will be watching the market like his father in his example? Okay, this was like really up, and this is something that people just don't realize, that if you just wait for everything fold, and if you long, like I'm telling you, I'm just telling you something that didn't happen yet, and I can be totally wrong, but in 10 of 10 times, in 100 of 100 times, in 1 million of 1 million times, I would be long today, like I did on on Hang Seng. And waiting until Monday, because like, man, you are 35% up. You have a 10% correction in an index that is a circuit break day. So it's just wait. Like there's gonna be a correction, because it's not the Elliott wave, and of course I have my strategies, a lot of complexity for buying there, but you just, even if I didn't have anything else, I just look and say, okay, man, this is like 2 months going up, there is 10% correction. It's just basics. Basics is mathematics. It's gonna or go up to this top level again, or at least 50% the way up again.
Yeah, but Murillo, do you think that sometimes you don't need to look at the prices? Like for me, for example, after a while, really, like I'm being honest, if you show me a chart, just a chart, candlestick, without prices,
or even the instrument name.
Yeah, without even the instrument name, I can sense the coming direction, correct?
Yeah.
When you're an expert.
Yeah.
So this is basically what I do. So I don't care about the price of gold if it's now 3,000. If the counting tells me I need to buy at a certain retracement,
that's really
I
nice.
will buy.
People on YouTube, my YouTube will look after like all videos about the Elliott waves after. I have a video about Elliott waves from 2000 and maybe 11, 12, 13 years ago, explaining Elliott waves. Yeah,
it's nice. Very crazy, and it's still
it's
active,
really nice.
Bruno.
Yeah.
It's changed a little bit, extended waves more, but it's crazy. So Elliott wave is something very good, and but like it's very important. I have my friend, he's trading against the law. Against the law in what way? He's always buying the highs and selling the lows.
Okay.
This guy, if you think about it, he's riding the trend.
Okay.
So he's always waiting for the consolidation, putting sell on stop orders and buy on stop orders, but like on a bigger time frame. So when a breakout happens, he rides the wave, and he puts the alligator, which is within one click you can put on the alligator, which is based on moving averages, and he waits like for the smallest moving average to cross the largest one, so that he exits the trade.
It's just like Larry Williams has a strategy that is just like that. It's pretty much like that. And the guy just won the world championship of trading. Like
like buying the highs.
Yeah, Larry Williams, Richard Dennis, all these guys that made a fortune in 98, 7, 1989, and 1995. They're like the most famous guys that won the world championship. Everybody was just trading the trend like this, just buy high and just go with
selling the low.
Yeah, and go. The problem, just for conclusion, like the problem of this is that right now we have a really good trend market and going directions. When we just accommodate all the interest rates, and when the market just accommodate all geopolitical issues, you're gonna see that gonna be really difficult for trend followers to make money.
Yes.
And these guys will just start to be crazy because this guy got the fifth wave. So he's pretty sure that the trend is there. But the guys that are trying to get the trend in the middle or in the beginning, it's a machine of losing money. It's just lose money.
But guys, look, there are 2 points here. First of all, it's when I listen to this, maybe I think, okay, it's just back to basics. Back to basics and you make money.
Bruno, lose what you can afford to lose. So you asked me something at the beginning, like, do you put stop losses? So sometimes if I have a decent analysis on a weekly chart or daily chart, I don't know, like long term, sometimes if I deposit big money, I do like some kinds of risk management and validation. But I prefer to be honest, for all the new traders, if you have a trade, you studied the market, you have a trade, your stop loss is here. Calculate how much the stop loss is. How many pips, how much in dollars. Deposit only that much of money.
Okay.
So that when the stop loss hit,
you're out.
You're out. You do not go and take money from your family's pocket to cover your losses. It's sad to hear nowadays people losing a lot of money that they cannot afford.
Okay.
Yes,
it's very important.
Look, I was with Murilo in São Paulo in an event, and 2 people came to us and said, "Whoa, I lost a lot of money."
My guy just almost cried, like, oh, super bad for him.
So this is
you
nonsense,
don't need to.
and never do things like that. Just deposit the money.
Deposit the money for that trade.
And okay, but look, I will back to my question. I will come back to my question again. So back to basics works. So when sometimes I have clients that send me their trading setup or their screens, and I see the graphics and I see like a Christmas tree, like a lot of things, and so I cannot even understand what is going on there. And I was Murilo arrived in the office and I seated in your desk, and I opened the big screen, and it's just a chart. Very clean.
Empty.
Very clean.
Empty chart.
And sometimes, and you are telling me now that, okay, just back to basics and maybe it works. So this is interesting because people are sometimes, Murilo, they are looking for so many technical indicators that I don't know, maybe they get confused.
It's not the technical indicators, and Joseph can contribute better like with that as well. There is a problem. And the problem begin with not understanding how mathematically the market works.
Okay.
Do you know who is the best trader ever?
No.
In terms of sizing, revenue, results, long term trader, investor ever. Gene Simmons, the man who solved the market, passed by last year. Do you know what was the win rate of Renaissance, his funds?
No.
Still is 60%.
60%.
0.
Okay.
So the most brilliant mind that we ever seen trading in the market with plus maybe 500 mathematics from MIT, 500 of the best minds in the whole world, more intelligent than all us together, each one of them.
For sure, more intelligent than us.
The guys just made like 6% win rate.
Okay.
Short, long, whatever, but the guys just understand what? The mathematically way of earning money. If you go to a blackjack, the guy understand. If you go to a poker tournament, the guy understand mathematically what is his chances of win or lose. When you go to a trader, even some experienced traders, they don't even know their win rate. They don't even know the basics, and so they look after the internet, and the first thing that they put on YouTube is 90% win rate strategy, and this simply doesn't exist. It's just like look after on YouTube. Where is the house of Santa Claus? Just
but
doesn't
guys,
exist.
it's hard for the traders. You know,
no, it's not hard, Bruno. People people want to make money, easy money, and to make easy money, we come back to the story. What is the most difficult way of making easy money?
Okay.
Find the most difficult,
and come back again.
Murilo, interesting subject you talk. Like, do you think if you're a successful trader and somebody asks you like, how do you make money? Do you think will you be able to explain to him?
Yeah, that's the point.
Like for me, I cannot explain.
Because I'm trying to understand and try
I
to
cannot
translate
explain,
to the
Bruno.
traders.
This is important. I cannot like for me. When I sit in front of the chart, I see opportunities. I cannot explain to you why and how. My eyes see the patterns.
No, I
enter, I exit.
How long do you trade for?
That's the point.
It's important. I'm not always in the market, but
It doesn't matter.
But I was not like this before, Bruno. I used to be always in the market. I used to be always anxious. I always have money in the account. When you have money in the account, when you're watching the market, you're going to trade. And let's answer this question. How many times you opened the trade and you were sure that this trade is going to win? And even though the market goes against you a little bit, but you were sure that this is the right direction. Have you felt such trades?
Okay.
Of course we did, correct?
Yes.
And how many times you opened the trade and you were anxious about it?
Yeah, you get the phone and you start
Yes,
you start
but
looking to
any
that.
trader watching us right now, definitely he opened sometimes a trade that he was 100% sure it's a winning trade. We feel that it's a winning trade.
Yeah.
You have this sense. It's the correct direction. Yeah, it's going up.
Yeah, but I see
Just
guys,
trade those trades, Bruno. Only those trades.
Only those trades, Bruno.
When you're really sensing that this is the really direction that you need to take, not just you're trading because you're trading.
But I'm telling you, and this is my last contribution, I think that it's not easy for the traders, because I understand everything you are saying here and I agree, okay? And I have to agree because you are the professionals and I am not the professional. But when I see the traders, they get a lot of noise. You know, they are in communities, in WhatsApp groups. And guys, I'm in groups.
Very wrong, Bruno, very wrong.
50 people, 60 people talking about gold every day, every moment.
It's a lot
Very
of noise,
wrong.
right?
Every moment. So sometimes
Indecisive
I believe I'm
trading.
right. Yes.
Indecisive trading.
Yes, and they are not professionals. We are talking about 60 people, non-professional traders, talking about going long or short on. So if you are sure that you can go long, and okay, I'm sure that it's okay, and another people around you say, oh, I'm going short. Yeah. I'm going short.
Bruno,
I'm going short.
these guys are not traders. They are listeners.
Yeah, but
we're talking about traders, like who
But
listens
it
to
takes
groups,
time, so
Telegram
it takes
groups.
time.
You need to reach the financial independence to be able to take decisions yourself. If you're a listener on Telegram group, on Facebook, on social media, this is
But guys,
something
okay, I
else.
understand you, but it takes time.
Yeah, takes time.
And in this time, you listen to a lot of people.
2011, Bruno, interesting story. Look, successful traders, they have something inside of them, ego, and they are stubborn. 2011 to 2013, gold reached $1,920, $1,924, the high. All right? And back then, I was long on gold from 1736. I never forget those numbers. 1736, I bought gold. And Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, all the banks was saying gold will reach 2,500
at that time.
And I was pretty sure with my analysis, like I'm just like I've been trading the markets for 3-4 years since 2008, but like I'm saying something different, like I don't see gold will reach 2,000. 2,000, I will not see it. So I closed 1918, I closed the positions. All the bank reports. So like, I'm not telling you Telegram channel. Okay. I didn't believe the bank reports.
Okay.
Or else I could have lost. From 1920, it went down to $1,000, the gold, from that price.
You need to have, at the same time, a lot of, you need to be really humble. It's humble? Like humble.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you need to have a lot of confidence.
In
yourself.
But again, it's not easy.
That's why
to be humble and have a lot of confidence.
Do you know we have in Brazil the best phrase ever? There is nothing more difficult than gain a lot of easy money.
Yeah.
There is nothing more
Yeah.
difficult than make a lot of easy money. It's really difficult to make easy money
Morello.
because easy money doesn't exist.
Like Bruno. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, just yeah.
So Bruno is always telling us it's not easy. All right. We are traders ourselves. But like, do you agree that trading is not for everybody?
no.
If you're
It's
not
true.
successful, if it's not
now
easy,
I totally agree. I totally
if it's
agree.
not easy, if you're not winning,
And
just
I'm
leave
totally
the-
against these people that say, okay, you can start trading very
No.
fast and go for that. It's easy. Forget about
Do
it.
you know? Just we need. Unfortunately, we need to end our conversation, but this is something really important. What you say, and I would you to end our conversation talking a little bit about that. How do you think that people should go or not go for the trading, and then leave another message in Arabic because we like really much to the Lebanese and other people that speaks Arabic in Brazil. But how do you think that you could coach and help people that are thinking about I will trade or not, even like the people that should go and also the people that should not go? What is your message to them? Because this is really
Yeah.
important.
So I do think that the two types of traders that shouldn't enter the market are the ones that initially they are in life very aggressive, and the second type is very scared, like they have fear. So the very aggressive will always try to have a fight with the market.
Okay.
You will never win. Never.
Never.
And the other one who's always scared, it's like fighting Mike Tyson, all right?
Okay.
So the market will give you some opportunities in which Mike Tyson will lower his hands and you will punch him in the face. Like how many times he will do that?
No,
Like
it
maybe
will be
one.
very deep,
Yeah.
very,
The market
very
is
deep.
the same.
Okay.
Huh? Correct? So he'll give you some kind of opportunities, but he's always there. So you need to find those opportunities. If you're very scared, you will not enter. You will be hesitant. You will lose.
And if you're very aggressive as well.
Those guys should not enter.
And what do you think that you can say to a person that's listening? Okay, and I am not super afraid. I'm not super aggressive. And what is your thing that the best, like how a person knows that, okay, I can do it apart
Yeah.
from these two situations?
Let us focus on the most important issue, which is the money. Don't ever take money from someone or loan money to invest. If you have the money, just take a small part of it and invest. Is this correct?
Okay.
Like you need to don't lose money you cannot afford. So the money you are willing to lose, you will be more confident in the market. And if you lose it, God forbids, you can live your life easy. You can continue to live your life. All right?
Do you have any? Do you have a last message in Arabic for the people in Brazil? We know that you are
In Arabic.
Yeah, we know, and we are sorry for all the problems that we are
Yeah.
facing right now. So, personally, sorry for everything. I know that
Thank you.
it's a difficult time for you guys, and we hope everything gets better as soon as possible. We have a big community in Brazil, in Portugal as well, and I know that Bruno has related people like in this situation as well. So really
Thank you.
sorry.
Yeah.
And do you have any message for the guys? And
Yeah, so I will start the message in English first and then say it in Arabic. So basically, like for all the people in Brazil and everywhere, like all over the world, like you need to find the correct people, first of all. Like before, we were talking about experiences in the capital market. But first of all, you need to choose the correct broker, the correct, the transparent people to work with, first of all, not to have like other risks of like, you know what I mean?
Not market risks.
Yeah,
It's enough with the market
it's
risk.
enough with the market risks.
Yeah.
Like you need to find a decent broker. Your money is safe, transparency. You need like guys like such as you guys, trustworthy guys, so that you can guide them through the correct things in the capital markets, and then they can face the risk. So رسالتي لكل اللبنانية أو الأشخاص اللي يتكلمون عربي في البرازيل اول شيء ان شاء الله يكونوا اهاليكم بخير، وبدي لكم انه قبل ما تدخلوا الاسواق الماليه وتخوضوا هذه التجربه او المعركه مع السوق، على طول اختاروا الاشخاص المناسبين ليدلوكم على الاتجاه المناسب، وتختاروا الشركه او الوساطه الماليه المحترمه كرمال لتكون فلوسكم بامان. اذا في حال سويتوا فلوس او ربحتوا فلوس تقدروا تسحبوها، هيدا اهم شيء، وما تضيع عليكم اذا لا سمح الله كان البروكر او الشركه نصابه لا سمح الله. فمثل الاشخاص اللي موجودين معي هنا اشخاص موثوقين وعندهم خبره، فعلى طول اعملوا ريسيرش شوي تبعكم واعملوا دراستكم قبل ما تدخلوا بالاسواق الماليه.
Thank you really much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure.
Pleasure meeting.
It was my pleasure.
Murilo, again, thanks for coming.
Pessoal, obrigado. A gente se vê na próxima. Tchau.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Thank you.